Normally, I don't discuss childish topics or problems that youngsters go through, but this was a question that many young boys and girls have asked me, so I thought in today's video I'll address it. Falling in love. Love, that magic feeling. Heart is beating. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, your palms are sweaty. Oh, you feel something. You can't control yourself. When you see him or her, you go crazy. Those magical biological changes are very real. Those feelings that you have, the emotions, those are also very real. So now the question is, so is this love? That's the big question. Is it real love? Is it true love? Now, I'm going to speak to you from the vantage point of being a 44-year-old man. 44 is uncle. You know, when I was in my 20s, 30 was man, 40 was uncle. So I'm an uncle, old man. So speaking from that vantage point, I can give you a little perspective, okay, for my 20-year-olds. See, I have done everything you are planning to do, you have done and you are planning to do. And you hope to do and you wish to do. I've done most of it. Whether it's physical, you can just open a Kama Sutra book and look. I've done most of the things because as a youngster, I was crazy to try all these things. And at the same time, emotionally also I've done stupid things. You can see the tattoos on my body, cuts and this and that. Writing a letter with blood, telling my parents, oh, I love this girl, I want to marry her. Announcing to the world, putting on social media, holding hands, touching each other, eating together, meeting each other, promising we'll love each other until the end of time, have children, have grandchildren, marriage plans, done it all. In fact, I think I've done a little bit more than what a normal person should. I even got married 4 times. Not the Muslim kind, married 4 times. Married, divorce, married, divorce, married, divorce. Okay, so I've done enough and more stupid things to last me for a lifetime. So now, having said all that, what is my experience about love and feelings and emotions? See, these emotions and feelings that you go through, the feelings. And I'm saying this out of a genuine, sincere, wish for you. I'm as a well-wisher. These feelings are very real. They are not fake, they are not manufactured, they are very real. However, listen, they are very real for you at that phase of your life, at that stage of your life. Okay? So suppose you're 18 years old or 20 years old or 16 years old, that feelings that you have is very real for that age, for that stage. However, after a few years, that same feeling is when you look back, you'll laugh. You'll find it very silly, very funny. You'll think like, what the hell was I thinking? Whether you're a male or female. Like for example, when I've fallen in love, I don't know how many times. True love. When I was 10 years old, 12 years old, 14 years, 16 years, 18, 20. Every time I thought it was true love. The biggest was when I tattooed this girl's face on my chest and I really wanted to marry her. It's not a small decision. I can challenge you, not many people will do this. And when she dumped me, I went into a depression that lasted for 4 years. So it was very genuine, very intense feelings. It took me another couple of years to get out of that depression. Now, when I look back at it, now today, it has been 14 years, I think, 14 years nearly, since that day. Okay? When I look back 14 years, I realize the absurdity, the stupidness, the immaturity of my state. Now, the feelings were real, the emotions were real. However, had I married her, I can openly challenge and tell you today, it would be the biggest fucking mistake of my life. I would have destroyed not only my life, I would have destroyed her life. She would have made a mistake, I would have made a mistake. I'm not saying she's a bad person. Neither is she bad, nor am I bad. But we are just two different individuals. As you grow older, your personality changes. Your preferences change. Your wants change. Your priorities, everything bloody changes. I think I said priority twice. Everything changes, man. Like, example, when you're 5-year-old, you like a particular chocolate. When you're 10-year-old, your chocolate changes. When you're 15-year-old, you might not like chocolates. You might like something else. When you're 20 years old, you might not eat chocolate at all. You might like alcohol. When you're then 25, you might like now psychedelic drugs. I'm just giving an example. Like when I was 10 years old, I used to watch cartoons, maybe Sesame Street or, Muppet Show or something. When I was 20 years old, I didn't watch that. I watched maybe Pornhub. Today, I don't even watch that. I watch something else. We change with time, man. We change with time. Like, you look at if you have followed me on Facebook, you see my appearance. If you check 5 years ago, I was totally different. You check 5 more years before that, I was different. My weight has changed, my physical structure has changed, my priorities have changed. Once upon a time, like example, I'll give you an age of 30. Literally, I had to go to the gym every single day. Today, I find going to the gym a waste of time. And you're talking of a hobby that lasted 16 years. And if you speak to me at the age of 20, I believed I was going to be Mr. Olympia. I believed I was going to be a bodybuilder. Life has so many changes, man, twists and turns. So my main point I'm trying to tell you here is, based on your feelings, emotions, or your state right now, whether obviously you can't see through it. I can assure you this much. Whatever decision you take today, whatever it is, in another 5 to 10 years, it will change completely. You will change so much, you'll be shocked. In fact, every stage of your life is a transformation. Having a boyfriend, girlfriend is one. Having your first job is another. Getting married is another milestone. Oh, having a child is, oh my goodness, it makes you a totally different human being altogether. Then the stress of day-to-day life, working, it changes so much. In fact, let me tell you something that will absolutely make you think. In my 20s and even in my 30s, sex was so important to me, so important. I always believed you should have sex at least once or twice a day. Your partner should be hot and attractive. And sex should be at least half an hour. Foreplay and all that. Today, at the age of 44, for me, sex is... I'm not exaggerating. Huh? I'm telling you facts. Sex is once in 2 weeks or once a week. If you were to average it, I would say once in 10 days I have sex. Okay? Forget masturbation. Masturbation is quick and easy, 5 minutes. And even when I have sex, I don't want it to be too long. I want it to finish fast. This is just me. Huh? I don't know about others. There are many men who, even at 60, are addicted to sex and they go crazy about sex. My wife is young, obviously. She has more sexual feelings. But for me, once in 10 days, I'm happy. Okay? And most of the time, I don't even think about sex. My wife sometimes says, how are you feeling? I know what she wants. I tell her, no, I'm not in a frame of mind. Why? Because 24/7, I'm thinking about work. I'm thinking about money. I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about my projects. I'm thinking about my clients. Now, that doesn't mean every 40-year-old is like me. I have my friends who are multimillionaires, 60-year-old, 65. This guy, he has, I think, four girlfriends, apart from his wife, 4 girlfriends who are in their 20s. He's 65 or 66 years old. He is filthy rich. And the girls he dates are so fucking hot. In fact, he's so rich that if he likes a girl, he immediately sends her an invite. All these hot models and cabin crew and even hotel staff, if he likes someone, they straight away come to him. He takes care of them. He has enough money to take care of their stay, their house, everything. He has 4, and when he has sex with 2-3 girls at a time. Imagine, he's 66 or 67. So there are some people who are like that. But I'm giving you just a perspective. Now, I don't know what you'll end up being. I don't know whether you'll end up being a family person, or you'll be a playboy, whether you'll be grumpy, grouchy, whether you'll be overweight, whether you'll be slim. But chances are, what your parents wear, their build, their look, their physique, you'll be more or less like them, because you have their DNA. And this will be further exaggerated if you have more or less their lifestyle. Okay, I'm not talking of staying in the same country. I'm talking about eating the same food that they eat, not doing exercise. They didn't do exercise, you don't do exercise. So if you kind of match their lifestyle, you'll end up being like them. Okay? Because we anyway look like our parents, and there is a bit of both. So unless, of course, you do something drastic, like for example me, I made drastic changes in my life, from my diet to my physique to my lifestyle. Unless you do something really drastic, I've kept away from society, religion. I've totally transformed into, which nobody in my entire family tree is. So unless you do something like that, you'll end up more or less the same. So just understand this much. Look at your mother and father. Are they bloody romantic? Are they crazy? Are they having passionate sex? Are they amazing, having amazing physiques and talking romantic stuff? No. What you see of your parents is more or less going to be your reality. More or less. Not saying exact. Because at the end of the day, life gets to us. Earning money, paying our bills, taking care of our children, providing for our family, the stresses of life, the challenges of work, the day-to-day problems, health issues. So all I want to tell you is, this love thing it's good. When your mommy, daddy are paying your bills, or you're just starting your early life, all this romance and everything sounds good. But once you get married, that is also okay. But after, once you get married, the dynamics changes. And then when you have a baby, I think the best example I can give you, and then I'll conclude, it's like you wanting to eat a delicious pizza. When you order it, it's hot, it's steamy, it's crunchy, it's tasty, and juice is oozing out. The first bite is amazing, second bite is amazing, then you gobble up the full slice. Second slice is also great. Third slice is okay. Fourth slice, the value, the taste, everything goes down. Fifth slice, by the time you eat the 8th slice, it's already cold and now finished. The excitement is over. Then when you're given the second pizza immediately, you'll be like, the fun is not so great. Then when someone gives you the third pizza, you'll be like, man, I don't want to eat. And then you may not want to eat a pizza at all, for at least a week. The same thing is with relationships, same thing. Initially, like they say, the 7-year itch, it's like amazing, the honeymoon phase. But once after the honeymoon phase is over, that's why when you get a new girlfriend or new boyfriend, the anticipation is sky high. The feelings are amazing. The romance is great. But after a few weeks, few months, crazy sex, crazy romance, crazy adventures, it starts to get boring. Then finally it dies out. That is why the ultimate form of love, the ultimate relationship is when you have a baby and when you have a family. Because that is where the real struggle, the real act of love comes. where you literally sacrifice your entire life for the benefit of another human being. That itself will be the highest form of love. So all I want to tell you through this video is, if you're young and you're thinking about love and emotions and feelings, just take it easy, relax. Please don't think of marriage. Please don't think of any permanent decisions. Don't cut your skin and write in blood and put tattoos of that person. Just don't do that. Put a temporary sticker. Put something with a pen. Don't do the stupidity I did. Because eventually, like I tell people, these permanent decisions, these tattoos, they will remain forever. For that person, they will come and go. So don't, for someone who comes and goes, who's temporary, don't do something permanent. In my case, I was lucky. Most of the cases, you will not be. This is what I wanted to share with you guys. Focus on your money, guys and girls. Focus on money. Focus on your career. Focus on being successful. This love, emotions business, use this as a temporary relief, like masturbation. I call love mutual masturbation. Enjoy, climax, wash clean, get back to reality. This is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Me signing off. You guys take care.